Hello guys, CWO week 6. This is the OneHive 2.0 crazy, silly, good war by Goblins. OneHive 2.0 puts up a fantastic fight. 3-star count 28 to 24. I think they match War and Glory after this. Never ending. We haven't spun. So loads to show from this war. Run through what they did to the bases. They cleared the 9s fairly early, got some good scouts in. Did get Caesar and Layla, both with dips. Bliss with a dip. Temptation dip. We managed to get number 1. I'll show that. I'm going to show a few 10s. I'll probably do a Town Hall 9 special on this. What I wanted to do in this one is show a couple of 10v10s, but I'm going to run the scouts because our scouts don't get all that much credit. And as much as we get all these 10v10s, the scouts are important. I'm going to start at the bottom. It was number 12, but Fong hit 12 first. So I'm going to run this briefly, and you can watch sort of the logic behind how XY sorts this out. Now I'm fucking copying Jake's Death of a Town Hall 10 video, but I'm not really. So Wizzy on the Town Hall, gonna make sure he gets 2 stars no matter what. Queen walk in from 9, Wizzy and King into funnel. Has a bit of an issue here with the Tesla, and the wall breakers fail. This does end up being a 2-star. I'll show the rest of it sped up a bit. So that wall breaker fail meant his queen didn't go in, his king didn't get the enemy queen. His queen goes in, but she's banging on a wall for ages first. Does eventually get the CC pull and the Inferno. But the enemy queen is still standing. Their defenses do go down. This wasn't a bad scout at all. A lot of it hinged on those wall breakers. We'll go ×4 for the rest of it. The 2-star secured. Traps pulled. Happy days. We finish up on a respectable 70 odd %. So XY can now come in and tidy up. So instead of a Wizzy on the Town Hall, it's an Archer, less troop space. She's going to get there in the end. The Queen walk going to start just slightly off to the side of where the original one, and instead of chucking the king in straight away, a Valkyrie. The Giant takes care of the wall breaker fail by tanking that Tesla. And now his queen goes in sort of happily. He's going to rage up, get the storage down, head straight onto the Inferno Tower. I'm going to pull the enemy CC. So it's a little bit about the efficiency. We've had a few bases scouted, 3-4 times before we get them. But at this point, the CC's dead. Still got to worry about the enemy queen. We're not going to worry about that straight away because he's got that Skelly spell. But the value, it'd been tough to get that value at Town Hall 9, but Bong did a good job of exposing what he needed to do. King's going for a wander. Wizzy's going to tidy up behind. We don't have a jump spell or anything. So he's not coming back into this base. But he is going to tank those Wizzies long enough, and the Queen's going to come in, take out that other air defense. And now the Loon portion of this can start. King pretty much there for trash. So not the heaviest base. I would assume this was like an 87k. And everything going to funnel straight onto that Inferno Tower. The Wizzy Tower's in the core, a bit of a threat. He's going to lose a few loons to those. That Skelly spell with the Rage and those pups. Going to take out the enemy queen. She does take out a few balloons first. Actually, the enemy queen did not even come close to dying. Some more pups on her. There's cleanup everywhere, loads of stuff to take out the rest of the base. I'm not sure what gets the enemy queen. It's gonna be pups. Or Wizzies. So that base took 2 hits. A Fong Scout. I'm going to show one more like this, and then I'll just run the rest of the attacks. So number 11 ends up being a triple by Mega Baby. But we had Anduk and Layla hit this one first. I'll show these quite quickly. Anduk's Scout is pretty important because this is the one that counts. Layla's hit, you'll see it. He misses one spell, or he would have had it. So Queen walk in from 12 o'clock. Loon, I think, in to pull the CC, and we know there's going to be traps. It looks like a Tesla farm around that Wizzy Tower section. And the Queen just looking to get all the way around the base. Interesting design, those expos in a line with the King and the sweepers. The Wizzy Tower, so you don't want to be coming in from that side with loons. This is about as anti-La loon as you get, hence the hogs. So Valkyries and the King, no freeze used, as this was a Town Hall 9 hitting up. And the hogs in from the south. Queen does a fair bit of work. Hogs get a couple of giant bombs. Do take out some of the air defenses. 63%. Gonna miss the Town Hall though. So Layla comes in. And basically going to do the same attack. Higher troop levels has swapped the Valks out for bowlers. As at Town Hall 10, I think bowlers are a bit better value, less troop space, they throw a little further. So we know the air traps are there, we can save a healer or two, dropping a couple of loons. The funnel's already started taking out some trash down south. And the only reason this one didn't get it, as you'll see in a second, he has a bit of a misclick on his heal. Not his heal, his freeze spell. So Golem up front, poison down, King bowlers, and the freeze missed the Inferno Tower. I'm sure he meant to get it. And you see the hogs come in from the south. Inferno eventually goes down, but the kill squad is diminished. The hogs actually get through most of this base. The Queen is doing work, but there's just not enough left. We run out of time. We should mega clean this up. Mega Baby starts, same Queen walk. Same sort of trash clearing. I think virtually the exact same army comp. I'll show it in ×2 because you've seen it twice already. There's 2 loons this time. Soak up that second air bomb. And the Queen's going to do the same walk. Going to get around to the side, golem down, wall breakers. And we've got, I think, one more bowler this time. Probably not a big deal. Jump and the king in a little bit later. And that freeze this time, bang on. Which means the Inferno goes down before all the bowlers die. And you see the bowlers will take out pretty much the core of this base. And those hoggies go through untouched this time. I love Jake. I miss Jake. Anyway, that's the death of a Town Hall 10. I'll show the rest of them. I've got 4 more to show, so it'll be lengthy this time. Mega Baby again. Laloon this time. Queen Walk, a Queen Charge. OneHive 2.0 did give us a beating last time we met them. So I think there's a bit of payback in this. They are an absolutely super chill clan, really good guys. I think the last time we lost to them, we left an 11, like, no start or 1 start or something. I can't even remember, but it was, we virtually had the war on percent and lost. They won it on percent because of the draw, but we had an open base and they deserved it. They had one of their Town Hall 11s that defended like 7 hits or some silly shit like that. So Queen Charge in, he's made the funnel. She's going to go straight towards the CC and enemy Queen. CC Hound comes out and he is taking fire from an Expo. So he's going to need a rage. That balloon's going to need to go down before it gets to her. The king can come in here and head probably straight towards the enemy Queen. He's going to rage up, take her out, and head into the core. This is ideal because these sweepers are a bit of a pain in the ass. He didn't actually get any of them down, but the Queen's going to do some work. Nice freeze on the Inferno Tower. Sweeper's pushing but not doing enough. And he's got a massive pack of loons going straight through the middle of this base. Meeting up with the ones in from sort of 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And any time you can get the Queen to live through the whole thing with these Laloons, it's just game over. He's got pups everywhere. Minions everywhere. 2 hounds not popped. Lovely. CH. Son Alpha. There was some scouts on these 9s as well, but I don't want to do like a 40-minute video. The Queen's going to be funneled in towards the enemy heroes. No jump spell. 4 rage. So looking to get some value out of this Queen Walk. Breaking 2 layers of wall. She's got nowhere to go but into that core. Giant comes out of the CC with 3 baby dragons. I like the 3 baby dragon CC. It can be quite effective on bases where you've left the Queen a little bit exposed with the CC. Because if you take Queen, Fire and 3 baby dragons, you, even with the poison and the rage sometimes, certainly at Town Hall 9, you'll get wrecked. The Queen in here are going to take out the Expo. Going to get a sweeper. Has 1 air defense in reach. We might see another rage here in a second. The Laloon portion of this going to be fighting that sweeper facing the other way. Here comes the king. He's going to get wall broken in. And the loon portion is actually going to go through the core of this, and the king's going to clear up some trash. He has just run into Skelly fucking Nightmare up there. So he doesn't get anywhere. But he's probably done what he needed to do. This is going to push through, freeze down right on that core Inferno. The Rage is just going to waste through that. That Wizzy Tower up north, probably going to be like the last thing to fall in this. But his Queen is not going to die. She's going to take out that last air defense. This may not have gone as to plan as possible. I think those skellies on that king up top really messed up his loon pathing. But it doesn't matter. Still has loads to clean up. Last loon dies, pups have to finish the job. Got 2 more to show. Salty McBalls versus Layla. I don't remember this one. So this one is Queen Walk again, or Queen Charge. This is that anti-Laloon design. The scout on this one was virtually the same Queen Walk, but invested a little bit too much in pushing the king into that town hall compartment. There's a little bit more patience from Layla, and Queen's going to go in and sort of do some damage. That cannon and mortar up top completely exposed. The Wizzy Tower is going to do those loons, but they're going to get rid of a couple of defenses that will help pathing, and you just, anytime you can trade 1 for 1, it is value. So the scout at this point had the king in with some bowlers. It ran into the CC, everything got tied up and didn't make it. So the patience, we've now got 1 air defense left. He does have a couple of hounds to deploy, so you want 1. If you don't leave 1 air defense up for a Laloon, your pathing is debatable. So Jump's going to push his heroes into the core. That's the enemy queen beat. The Laloon now has a clockwise, pretty much like a perfect path to follow. Everything's going to get straight onto the Inferno Tower, split, and that heal gets all these loons back up to health. So once you lose all the air defenses, your hounds just fuck about and don't always tank that well. But they do get out in front of these loons well enough. Queen's on to the Inferno. He's got a fuck ton of loons, a bunch of them on an absolute slither of health, but this base is pretty much wrecked. 2 troll Teslas to deal with. He's got a hound that's not going to pop. And Baby Dragon sorts that last one out. And these were all dips. Good hits by our 11s. With some good percentage on the top ones. 94, 65. That was Bliss. Bliss doesn't get enough credit. She is our 10v11 specialist. Absolute beast. She's not a beast, but her attacks are beastly. And Mr. S. This one sort of speaks for itself. Warden out of range of everything. That Archer Tower just tanked down by some loons. He's got he's got an Archer just to help the funnel. Down at 9 o'clock. You see this quite often. The Warden can just smack some of the trash shit on the outside of the base. Now a giant king down. They're going to tank the wall breakers. That bowler is going to take out the camp, and everything's going to head through towards the enemy queen. That jump spell is perfect. Opens up the eagle. Needs to use the Warden because that poison and those minions, you just don't want to mess around. Once this dragon goes down and that eagle goes down, we're looking at... He missed the eagle. Oh, sure, he got it. Anyway, eagle stays up. Queen's gone for a wander. There we go. We backtrack. And they're on the town hall. The Laloon portion has started. Counterclockwise. The town hall's going to drop. And now the eagle. And these it's not quite a ring base, but with the town hall that centered, no defenses in the core. We love the clone spell. Once you've made the path, the loons just go around in a circle. It's fantastic. That clone spell, absolutely the beast bit of this raid, as most of those loons got the last defenses. Final Tesla. Sick war. Sorry, a long video. OneHive 2.0. I wasn't in this. This would have been about the 10th time I would ward them. 88 to 84. Fantastic stuff. See you guys for the 9s. Bye-bye.